Well, good morning. In North Wales, Eryri, today, and as is not uncommon for me, I've just driven up through some fantastic weather, misty in the valleys, and unfortunately, it looks as though the mist has just risen up to completely clag the hills in. I've done this once before, where exactly the same thing happened in exactly the same place. I'm in Cwm Pennant, and going to go up Moel Hebog and over onto the Nantlley Ridge, not the whole of the Nantlley Ridge, just sort of join it halfway along and walk back and do the kind of Cwm Pennant horseshoe. Anyway, yeah, I've done it quite a few times before this, and there was one time I did it just like this. I camped on a sea cliff in the Llŷn Peninsula somewhere, and anyway, woke up and there was kind of, mist everywhere. I thought, oh, brilliant, I'll get a cloud sea. But the mist rose at about the same rate that I did up the mountains, and I saw absolutely nothing all day. So it may well be like that. So anyway, let's see. If we get some sun, that'd be nice. If not, well, you get what you get, and it's another fine day out in the hills. So let's crack on. As you can see, it's a proper quiet valley, this. It's really nice and remote. The only downside with it is there's no parking, or at least very, very little. I've parked in what used to be a spot for about 2 cars, but I notice there's a gate there now, so you don't want to block the gate in. I'm a bit marginal there. You could get a quad bike through there. I'm not so sure you get a big tractor through there. Rather hoping that they don't have much in the way of big tractors here. It's sheep farming country, obviously. But yeah, it's a nice place, this. I have seen it in the sun, honest. I'll have to dig out some photographs to see if I've actually got any photographs of it in the sun. Yeah, there's sort of no paths on this side, so you just got to kind of pick the least boggy, sort of route through up onto the moors. You're sort of heading for the slopes of Moel Hebog that are festooned with massive dry stone walls. There are some stiles if you can get high enough and far enough over. However, the first few times I've been up here, I didn't find the stiles. And it's like the dry stone walls are about, HVS, hard climbing routes, and they're big. So, yeah, I've sort of scrabbled over them a couple of times, but managed to find the stiles. So I'm sort of heading for roughly the skyline, before you get to the skyline proper with the hill in it, which is covered in clag. I'm being steered inexorably towards big dry stone wall land. I could try and get over this fence, which looks kind of interesting. As you can see, it's quite high, it's quite new, and it's clearly a castration device, so we may not do that. The dry stone walls are perhaps looking more interesting. Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like there's any way around this one. So they don't look too bad till you get up close and personal. And I'd say a lot of them around here are pretty substantial. This one doesn't look too bad. Well, it wasn't too bad. It had already had a bit of a collapse, which is a shame. Didn't want to make it worse. But yeah, and there's one more that I can see. I might be able to get across into the next lot, and they look like they've got gaps in them. But yeah, I've built some dry stone walls, but down in the Cotswolds where the stones are flat, whereas round here all sort of volcanic and round boulders, but it's harder to build a wall like that. They don't interlock quite so easily. Right, he did just a little bit, you know, we had a collapsed wall in our garden. But here, miles and miles of them. They're really substantial here. Brilliant, really, I love them. But not when they're in my way. Well, I'm surrounded in kind of blue sky, but the mountain's just holding the clag. Not quite at the top yet. I sort of would like to get to the top, but I'm also hoping that there's more height to go and it just pokes above the cloud, but not holding much hope. But yeah. Oh, what I thought was a line of sort of crags or shadow or something is a mighty stone wall. However, there's a gap over there, so I'm going to go to that. Well, Dance of the Seven Veils today. Are we going to get the big reveal? Yeah, I don't fancy climbing that. It's a whopper. Almost. I did catch a glimpse of the summit. It sort of cleared up a bit, but then it clagged back in again, so it's sort of over there on the left somewhere. Well, sort of. Better get this before it clags in again. But that's the rest of me walk in that cloud. So if I do see something, I think that's going to be it for me. Nice though, isn't it, when you get a bit of this? Oh, there's a summit up ahead. There's some plovers of some sort I've just seen around here. Couldn't tell what they were. Either golden plover or grey plover, I would think. They weren't dotterel, which I have seen up here, which are much less usual. Anyway, we do have a bit of a cloud sea here. We'll have that. Well, I'm inches from the summit, but I'm being caught up by a cloud. You can probably see, because it's behind me. Let's hope. It seems to be clear, a lot clearer to the north, so let's hope we get a view. You all right, lads? Got a bit of snow on Snowdon, I see, or briefly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is the summit of Moel Hebog. It's just sort of in and out of the mist. Yeah, the wonderful cloud sea, but yeah, the rest of the walk is completely clagged in. So we might see something, it might clear up, or we might not. It wouldn't be the first time. But hey, we got a bit of that, which was absolutely lovely. We'll have that. Anyway, let's crack on. It looks like it's going to be bloody slippy down there, so we're going to be taking it very easy indeed. I love this bit. There's a huge volcanic plug. all this hill here, I can't remember its name, is all volcanic. Whereas the other one's all sort of metamorphosed seabed. A bit of a bouldery scramble. Superb. There though, the sun's hopefully going to come out, but it's all right. Well, I'm just stopping for a bite to eat. I'm looking at what should be Snowdon, but it's the clouds covering Snowdon. But however, it's quite a lot brighter on this northern side. I did spot Snowdon earlier on, and it's got a load of snow in it, so if it does clear up, it should look smashing. But yeah, I'm starving hungry as ever. Clouds are just hanging on to the bit of the Dunkley Ridge that I'll be doing. Hopefully when I get there they'll have lifted. Oh, I think I just took the bypass path by mistake. I should have gone straight up that one anyway. However, we are at the top. And that's where I'm going next. After I've got down from here. Big old drop though. But this is mile 11, or 11, I think it's got a double L. Super, so it's cleared for quite a lot of the Nantley Ridge. That's all right. That's where I'm going to go, up that broad ridge there, to the one that's just got a bit of cloud on it. Gonna get down here yet, it's a steep old descent down here. I have got lost down here in the mist. That day when it was really misty, I got lost down there somewhere, ended up scrambling all over the place. Hopefully not today. Well, there's one hell of a descent from up there on knackered knees. Craig Cwmstillin's finally clear. Hey, time for the rest of my lunch. That was a horrid descent, but anyway, yeah, we're in, I can't remember the name of this quarry. Bulchtry something or other. It's the Pass of the Three Horsemen, anyway. One thinks of the apocalypse, but hey, yeah, there was this slate quarry and another slate quarry the other side of Moel Hebog called Prince of Wales Quarry. And they built loads of infrastructure for it. They built a tramway linking the two, which I would have walked over this morning, but I didn't see any of it. I've seen it in the past, but anyway, they built a great slate cutting factory in down the other side of Moel Hebog, and you know, it was the idea was it was going to be as big as kind of Blarney Festiniog or Bethesda, and none of the slate was any good. Never produced a slate. So yeah, the vagaries of mining speculation. Yeah, the old slate barracks. It's a hard old life having to live up here. Might be a nice day now. It mostly isn't. that's where I'm going next. This one to the right here, and up that one, which is Craig Coombs-Sulin. I'm going to go along a bit, and then down. That's going to be a big old slog as well. Superb now though. Gosh, what it's all about. Oh, don't think I'll be touching the top of the cane on that. As I'm a knackered old fart, I'm stopping here and I'm having a flapjack that I got in the Lake District. It's just heaven in flapjack form. And I'm going to lube me knee up with ibuprofen gel because it's a bit broken. Hey ho, wonderful. Oh, it was very enjoyable actually. I came directly up the ridge. It just looks like some boulders there, but it gets quite steep earlier on. It's quite enjoyable actually. This is the last summit of the day, at least I think. Superb now though. And that's where I started off. All those dreaded dry stone walls look lovely now. Looks like that's the summit over there. No, I do have one more to do. It's that one, which is Garnedd Goch. So I lied. Yeah, but it's not much of an ascent. Then I turn left somewhere and go down into an indistinct valley with a now restored old pumping wheel, which should be interesting to see if we've got any sun left. Well, I'm still in the bog from Hellland, so I'm not down yet at all. I've lost this water wheel thing. Hey ho, maybe it's down here. Anyway, that was a bit of a corker of a day, bit of a knackery one. I'm fairly knackered now, I have to admit. But being old for you. Anyway, superb in the end. The sun came out. Still out. I'm going to be back home late tonight, I think. But oh, splendid though. Look, I'm sinking in bog. Splendid though. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and catch you next one. Hello ladies. They think I'm the farmer.